This is the story of an ice cube. Hello, I'm gonna teach you about the three phases of matter. The first phase of matter is called the solid. The solid's molecules are packed closely together so that it has a definite shape and a definite volume. It has a definite shape because if you did not melt this ice cube, or if you didn't smack with a hammer or drop it from a building, it would stay the same shape. And it has a definite volume because if this ice cube, if you to melt it and then freeze it again in another shape, it would have the same volume. At the point where an ice cube melts to water, that point is called the melting point. It's called the melting point because it's when the heat energy gets high enough to, basically spread the molecules apart a little. And if you spread the molecules, it will melt and become water. Water. The phase change from a solid, like for example an ice cube, to a liquid, water here, is called liquefy. Well, a glass of water or a glass of milk or any liquid is in the liquids phase. The second phase I'm going to teach you about. At the temperature which the solid melts to a liquid is called its melting point. Liquid has a definite volume, so if you'd pour all the volume in this glass, or all the water in this glass, into a very small glass, but very wide, and all the water would fit, it would have the same volume, but it would not have the same shape. And that is why liquids have a definite volume and not a definite shape. The molecules in liquid are spread a little further apart than the molecules in an ice cube. That is because of the fact that it does not have a definite volume. The phase change from liquid to gas is called vaporize. In order to get liquid water to become water vapor, energy must be increased. The temperature at which liquid changes into gas is called its boiling point. Gas has a non-definite shape, as you can see here, because right now the gas is taking up the shape of this balloon. But if we were to blow up a balloon in the shape of a sword, the gas would take up that shape, which makes gas not have a definite shape. And it does not have a definite volume because, as you see here, again, it takes up the volume of this balloon. But out here, gas takes up the volume of the balloon's surroundings. Maybe somebody's room, maybe somebody's birthday party. So basically, the gas can take up the volume of a small balloon or the volume of your house, the volume of Earth. So, as you can see in this balloon also, the molecules are spread further apart. This gives the molecules a lot of freedom, and that is why that is also one of the reasons why it does not have a definite shape or a definite volume. The phase change from gas to liquid is called condensation. During this phase, energy is decreased by gas molecules as they slow down and rearrange into liquid molecules. Let's say you're taking a hot shower, and when you walk out of the shower, you want to look in the mirror, but you can't see anything because there's condensation on. The condensation is there because the hot air and the steam, the gas, hits the cold mirror or the cold glass. And then, the heat energy, it slows down and becomes liquid molecules. And that is how condensation comes. This is also an example is also as before when you're cooking. Then when the steam comes up and hits the pan, if you have the pan, it gets condensation on it. As you can see here in this picture, here is a pan inside the pan after cooking, and you can see the condensation. The phase change from liquid back to solid is called freeze. When water freezes, the molecules inside water also get really cold, so they huddle together. When they huddle together, they create a definite shape and a definite volume, and they create a solid object. Hello, my name is Mr. Ice Cube. I'm going to teach you about the 3 phases of matter that exist on Earth. There's solid, liquid, and gas. I am an ice cube. An ice cube isn't solid because I have a definite shape and a definite volume. A definite shape is where, if you don't hit me with a hammer or anything, then I'll stay the same shape. And this is because the molecules are packed tightly together so they can support each other and keep my shape. I also have a definite volume. And if I would have been frozen into a triangle, I'd still have the same amount of water inside me, or frozen water, ice. Then we come here to liquid. You see that the liquid is spaced further away from each other. That is because it does not have a definite shape, so it'll take any shape of any container it gets put into. But it does have a definite volume, because if you put this into a round, a really tall, round container, it would be the same shape if you put it into a really wide, short container. And then here you come to gas. You see a big difference because the molecules are spaced really far away from each other. This is because gas has the freedom to move around anywhere because it does not have a definite shape or a definite volume. Thank you for watching. I really hope you learned some things about phase changes, and I also hope you learned that you should not touch your eyes.